Hello, so I'm Bev, and what do I do? I've come along to share what do I do, why do I do it, and all of these sorts of things for you today. So it's all about helping back pain sufferers to alleviate their discomfort and to really enjoy their favourite exercise, sport, hobby, lifestyle by doing the one-to-one reduced back pain mindfulness Pilates program in particular. I've been teaching now mindfulness Pilates for over 23 years. I don't know where the years have gone, the time has flown. At times it's been very long, but overall I think it's just like, wow, over 23 years teaching, I can't believe it. I actually had Pilates studios for 16 years in Hertfordshire. I had a big studio, a reformer studio, with 9 reformers in that studio, as well as mat work and a traditional studio, office, etc. And it was really a really transformational space, actually. But what happened was life at one point hit a rock bottom, and because of divorce, and I set a goal to move to Dorset, actually, by the sea, where I just fell in love with the sea and Dorset and beach huts. And 4 years later, I achieved the goal of moving to Poole in Dorset by the sea. Why do I do what I do? Well, basically, I got into Pilates actually in Australia, in Sydney in Australia, after having more recurring back problems. But that kind of started when I was younger. I was very sporty. I was heavily into squash. I absolutely loved it so much. And I was a national junior squash player, and I played in tournaments all around the country, and I was, county champion at every age group. That kind of just loved it so much. And I was also a runner. I was an avid 800, 1500 meter runner, cross country runner, you name it, running, that sort of running. I loved it as well. I became a squash and tennis coach in my very young days, just purely to do a little bit of that when I was studying and stuff. And not surprisingly, I ended up doing a degree in sports science at the University of Brighton, but I also had a passion for designing, and that's a whole nother thing. But I ended up designing things more in the last, I don't know, however many years, designing things to help people and to help you, kind of thing. So I travelled the world for a year and a half. I worked for a year, and I then travelled around the world for a year and a half, and I went all over the place, and I worked all over the place as well. And as I said, I discovered Pilates in Sydney and Bondi Beach because I was suffering from yet another recurring. I was in this vicious cycle of going in and out of pain and severe pain, and then I'd be okay for a while. And anyway, so I was seeing a physiotherapist at the Sports Injuries Clinic in Bondi Beach, Sydney, and they packed me off to Pilates lessons, Pilates, never heard of the thing. Really helped my back. But then when I was working and living in Cairns in northern Queensland, I was cycling to work one really quiet morning, and I was in a really bad road traffic accident. Actually, could have been life-threatening, but luckily here I am. I was cycling to work, and a car hit me on my bicycle. And please wear a bicycle helmet. I'm sure it saved my life. The bicycle helmet smashed the windscreen, and then my wrist basically shattered on the road, and I had to have my wrist operated on and pinned and plated and screwed and stuff. Landed on my back on the road. But it wasn't just the physical agony and rehabilitation, it was also mental as well. I ended up having some depression and very, very severe post-traumatic stress disorder from the accident, actually. Once I did get back, was well enough to travel and get back to the UK, it was a slow recovery initially. But then I got heavily back into the Pilates again, and I think it really helped my mind and body heal so much. And because of kind of the inspiration behind it helping me so much, it really made me want to help others with the Pilates too. And I was so fortunate to, the right place, the right time, and immediately opened my own studios. And It was just wonderful to help so many people there. But moved to Dorset, and it's been incredible actually teaching on Zoom. I have to say, and also now I'm very, very blessed and lucky to be teaching at an amazing BWT physiotherapy clinic here, which they have a lovely studio in Poole, Dorset by the seas. And the interesting thing is I get the same results whether I'm on Zoom. So I have clients, I might be teaching on Zoom, and I might have one day clients in all over the UK, Ireland, Scotland, France, you name it. But also I've got the lovely thing of also being able to see local clients in Dorset as well, for example. So I love helping back pain sufferers to alleviate your discomfort, enjoy your favourite exercise and all those things, and get your quality of life back, really. It's so important. I kind of have a formula I teach, I think, because I have such a deep personal experience of rehabilitation, particularly prolapse discs and back pain, that I understand what I needed, and B, what I've taught it so much and I have so much experience, and I've ended up with a formula that seems to work for people. On to the next bit, why I love it. I really love helping people get into the injury-free zone. To me, that's a very exciting zone to get into. And then it's about maintenance, from having that bad back or prolapse disc or having had muscle spasms, whatever it might have been, and seeing my client play golf again, or seeing my client play golf pain-free, seeing them manage it by doing their bit of practice before and after it to make it okay again to do regularly, that they can walk pain-free and start to do their favourite things like gardening or spinning or going to the gym or running. A lot of things, people's goals and what they want to achieve is often physical stuff. Occasionally I have someone coming on, really stressed, but often they might have the sciatica and back things going on as well. But on the whole, it's the back things that people are coming to me for. I just love empowering people with it, and the big thing is practice. There's no point doing something once a week and then not practicing in between. So I think it's just a wonderful thing that I teach people how to practice on a daily basis, and also how to incorporate it into their lifestyle, and also how you sit, how you stand, how you walk, how you move, how you get out of bed in the morning. And one of my clients, men's Pilates client, said to me the other day, this is turning into a golf lesson. And I was like, well, it's the sports specificity principle of training from sports science. You've got to tailor it to the sport, and that is what I do. I tailor it to whatever you're needing. So that's and you get more results. The more specific it is, the more results you get. So I get clients to then, in between your one-to-one program or membership, I get you to practice 6 minutes every single day. And I say to my clients every week, have you done your 6 minutes? Have you done your 6 minutes? It's also a laugh. It's also fun. It's also inspirational. I think so. My clients like it. And it's like it's like you get to 50 minutes in a session and it feels like you've been there for 20, 25 minutes. And the clients really feel that too. It goes really fast because it's so mindful and it's so concentrated and you're so thinking about your breathing and everything. I always ask my clients what every single session, obviously beforehand as well, what do you want to achieve? What is your goal with this? And we are working on that together. And the key, is, yes, you've got to get the breathing and relaxation and meditation, but then you move on to the stretching, and it has to be the right stretching. Not all Pilates is good for you and good for your back. You have to know which things are right stretching wise, especially when you're in the rehabilitation process. It can be really helpful to see a physio, osteopath, chiropractor alongside as well. And then after the stretching, you've got the core stability. That is vital to strengthen it. back strengthening to strengthen up your back. My job is to show you how and to do it at the right level and keep improving the strength and the overall strength. And then I add in the sports science from my having studied exercise sports psychology for 3 years, add in the mindset,